Hey everybody, welcome back to the Big Fan Podcast. As always, I'm Chace, and with me is Andrew.
Hello.
And you have the two biggest fans of movies, TV, games, sports, technology, everything. This little thing we call life.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing today, Andrew?
I'm doing well, man. It's really chilly.
Grammar check. Well,
I'm doing very good.
Dude, I've been doing that to the point where it's anytime anyone asks me, it's always I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Well, you're probably getting asked a lot more than I am because you're out with people.
Yeah, I'm out with people.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. But it's like that thing with it's so infused now with me, and also how I just when people fist bump, it's this, and I gotta stop doing that in front of people that don't know me because it's fucking weird.
It's rude.
Yeah, it's rude. They feel rude, and they're just like, okay, we're.
It's funny you say well because I'm usually the one who catches it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you said the wrong word.
Yeah.
But
you dumb.
And so
dumb.
I was dumb for now.
Yeah.
I had a dumb segment, but. So how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Yeah. And it's Sunday here, and
it's windy. We wanted a ball after this.
I know. I wanted a ball. I wore my shoes too. My Curry 2s.
Curry
2s.
Waste of money.
No, dude. I feel the difference.
Get more hops.
My ankle speed. That's the thing. Ankle speed.
What about your ankle protection?
Yeah, these are the high tops. Yeah, these are because the low tops. I felt the low tops were more.
I can't do those.
They were more for going out in public.
Yeah.
Which they're very comfortable.
But they have shorts.
They have They have the memory foam on the.
They come with them.
Yeah, on the what do you call it? The sole. The low tops and these have the memory foam, so they're very comfortable. So I want them to work because I have to stand for 4 hours, and I was like.
Yeah,
I wore Vans one time to work, and I was like...
It's like standing on concrete.
It hurt so bad.
4 hours, yeah.
But now we have a lot to talk about this week.
Sure.
On this podcast. And I'm excited. We're doing a new format.
Got a little bit of a different format.
Yeah.
New spread.
Yeah, because we can do better, people. We will do better.
We'll get better.
So,
I'm sure a year from now, it'll be even better.
This sucked.
That's trash.
Stupid.
Let's just erase those things.
Yeah, I've been listening to so much more new podcasts now, too.
Yeah.
I guess that's something to share. We'll add that here.
Yeah, you mentioned one to me, and I actually liked it a lot.
Which one?
The one, I forget what it's called, where it's about writers.
The story writing one, right? That's one of my
I'm not into writing at all, but I was super inspired.
How she's telling it, she was like, okay, this isn't to make a podcast better. This isn't for writers. This is just about the story.
Yeah.
And that's what we're both fascinated about.
Content.
Yeah, because we both said, if our jobs that we wanted to do with the Chace would be journalism, and I'm always fascinated.
Yeah.
So it
made me want to call people and start asking questions.
Yeah, exactly. Not be fucking autistic and talk to people.
Pretty much.
But okay, so I wanted to start up the segment here with movies and TV.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, I've talked shit about this station for a very long time, the CW.
Yes, you have.
I won't watch the Green Hunter at all.
It's the Green Arrow.
Anyways, but I just got done binging The Flash. In Holy Toledo.
Well, the first season.
Yeah, first season. We're
already on the middle of the third season.
Yeah. I what I want to hear, the first season where it's at. The first season's where it's at, I think.
I think they're all pretty good.
I don't know. This we're gonna dive into this. We're gonna dive into it. So there's
possible spoilers.
Possible spoilers. So if you haven't watched it, you can tune out.
No.
You can tune out, and we'll let you know when you can tune back in. But the first episode, you see young Barry Allen. Comes down, there's lightning going around his mom.
Yeah.
Mom's dead. The thing is the dad. Barry Allen grows up. Long story short, he becomes the Flash because of this, what they call a proton accelerator or whatever happens.
Exploded.
So, for a good 10 episodes or so, it's kind of like villain of the week. He's becoming the Flash. He's getting his powers.
Learning how to use them.
Be faster and faster. And there's always a different villain, which is super cool. It's a comic book.
Fun.
And I was listening to Kevin Smith, is still his words, because compared to other movies and TV shows, this was one of the best interpretations of comic book onto a screen. They did it so well. It wasn't cheesy. It was
it seemed pretty realistic. As realistic as it could be.
And it's just they have some of you would think last night I was talking to my lady and I was like, it's so crazy. We grow up watching animated cartoons and superheroes and it's so awesome that we live in a day where I'm watching two dudes in costumes fight each other. This is cool. This is okay. But
I noticed that it leaves a lot to the imagination because you have to you have to watch Cisco, the scientist assistant. Like he just creates amazing stuff. Like it's no big deal. Yeah. You kind of have to like give the benefit of the doubt that he can do that.
Yeah, because you look like he's like 12.
Yeah, he's like a little high school.
But it's like, I mean, like I really hate when people like purposely boo-hoo, like, you know, just like pick apart. It's like you can pick apart every movie, every show exists, but it's just like writing and everything, acting was fucking.
I think the actors they chose are pretty. I think I was pretty upset. I don't know if you know this, but they chose a different Flash.
We were talking about that for the movie.
I think the Barry they have for the show is perfect.
Oh, dude, when he was crying, I was crying.
Yeah, he's good.
You know what I mean? Like when I was partaking in the green, I'm emotional as a motherfucker. But so like, so it's good, you know. And then like there's a few key points I wanted to talk about that I was just like, whoa, you know, like. One of the first things, like when you finally find out that Dr. Wells is the bad guy. Spoiler, he's the bad guy. Yeah. And so that's thrown in there. And then they don't really start touching on that towards like 3/4 into the show almost. Like they kind of like, he's there, but like, I mean, he's always there. But
he's
like,
doing his own thing.
He's always doing it, but they don't really like actual like, because it's almost like a cop show. But have you ever noticed that a lot of these...
they're pretty much cops.
They are cops, but like even like noticed that like with Daredevil and like Jessica Jones, where we will be talking about here soon, all these comic they're just like cop TV shows with costumes.
Well, even the Punisher coming out.
Punisher, he's pretty much a cop. But so anyways, one of the points I liked was, you know, throughout the whole show, Barry Allen, the Flash, his dad's in jail because they think he killed his mom. Yeah. And so there's little times where, like, you know, his dad sees the Flash, this and that. But the part I teared up was when, like, there's a scene with the Trickster episode.
Right.
Has Mark Hamill, which is pretty cool. Well, they have Barry Allen's dad, like, in his chair, and, like, they have some knives on him. And then Barry Allen, like, the Flash saves him and takes him out. And he's like, oh, wow, thank you. And then, like, he takes the fucking helmet off. I was like, oh, shit. And then, like, the dad starts crying. He's just, like, starts talking about, I was fucking in tears, dude. I was, like, I was dead. Really? I was just sobbing. And I was like, oh, this is fucking really good. And I think that was one of the moments, like, she was in the back room. She's like, you all right? I'm fine.
I don't ever get that emotional about it. I just remember being like, it
was a good scene.
It was fun, yeah.
It was a good scene because it was just, like...
They tied them together pretty well.
Yeah, because I think his dad knew. Because he was just like, if I talk to the Flash, I would tell him he's a good guy. I'm proud of him. But like that moment when he finally shows it, his dad was just like, I'm proud of you.
He knew.
Dad, be proud of me, you know?
Papa. It's me.
That was a good one. And like, what was another scene was, it was when like Cisco's tinkering around with, when they trapped the Reverse Flash and everything, and they thought they did, but something would happen. And then
I think I know what you're gonna say is when he goes through his arm, through his.
Just that whole scene was just like. Closes it and this and that. He's just like, I've always been proud of you, because the whole story, spoiler, is this character Reverse Flash, Dr. Wells. He came back 200 years to kill young Barry Allen, and that's what you see in the beginning.
Well, yeah, to kill him, but he also needs him to get back.
Since he failed at killing young Barry Allen, instead of killed his mom, he got stuck in the year 2015, whatever it is, you know, or probably even earlier. It's like when he was a kid.
Oh, right.
So it was like year 2000 or some shit. So he's been stuck. So he had to create the Flash by that proton explosion.
Teach him how to use his speed,
be faster and faster. So like
just so he can get back. Just so he can get back.
Exactly, get back home. But there's a scene where Cisco, the tech guy, figures it out, and he's talking to him. He's just like, you know, I've been proud of you. Like, if anything, I've always wanted to tell you. And
you're like a son.
Yeah, that part when he collapsed, I was like, oh.
And then he kills him.
I got tears, and he fucking kills him. He's like, I'm sorry, but I got to do what I do. And and then the next episode, there's a time. They actually did time travel really well. They did it because I was telling Danielle, and I was like, they do time travel. She's like, really? I was like, well, they do it like really tight and very closed up, because we know. Yeah,
they're not like going back and forth a lot.
No, they do it like maybe twice. I think they do it really twice. Like, that's about it, and that's perfect. Like, the moment like Heroes, when they started messing with time, you're like, wait, what?
Now the new season, I was digging. No, I like it. It's just, but it's almost all time travel. Yeah. It's all time travel, and like. It's kind of killing it.
A little too much. Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's where I have to go now, because that's a thing in that world. Yeah. So.
But so the last 5 episodes were just fucking golden, because like there's a little bit where the Flash has to go on the dark side a little bit, because he's just like too much is going on his plate, and then they finally, like, the charade is dropped. Everyone knows that Dr. Wells is the Reverse Flash. He's the one who killed his mom. He's the one who purposely killed all these people, but he's also been there to help them the whole time.
Yeah,
like, for this 23 episodes.
Saved a lot of lives.
Yeah, for like
the first season is extremely long.
Yeah, it's very long, and I think for like I would say for like 18, let's say 15 episodes, he's a good guy. He's helping him.
Right.
He's trying to figure it out, and then it's just like you find out that like he's known that they're all been like on the hush hush secrets to spy on him. Like he's known everything. You know what I mean?
Dude, that one I don't know. The wall in his little, his little science
time booth.
Yeah, his little like it's like a secret little layer.
Yeah,
he's got like a badass computer, like that can tell the future.
Yeah,
like that thing's bad.
That is bad, and like the part that I got like almost choked up. I didn't cry on this part. Was the part was just like, hey, get in. Can you not? Like he's all like, can you not tell people? I was like, of course, I will do anything you tell me. And like he was like, why? The part I almost choked up was like, because you created me, Barry Allen. I was like, oh shit.
I am your father.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, that's fucking cool. Like not like sad. I was like, oh shit, that's fucking cool. Like, you know, and yeah. So like the part like I was really excited and trying to explain because she wasn't watching with me because I was trying to binge it. So this could be a talking point. I know I'm so behind on season 1, but I wanted to watch it with.
No, at least you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. But the part I was just like, I was telling, I was like, one of the fucking fascinating things about the show is like. You have this guy, the Reverse Flash, who hates Flash. Like, he fucking hates him. Even that monologue when they tell him, and it was so fucking done well, but it was just like...
He's a good actor, huh?
Fucking great. He looks like... Doesn't he look like Jon Stewart? Looks like Jon Stewart, dude. Like, it's his brother. Like, should be his brother.
I can see that.
But they have this character just fucking hates him. Yeah. But then, now that he's stuck in this time, he needs to help him.
He has to make sure he doesn't live.
And he even tells him, like, I've come to admire you now. But I hate you in the future.
Right.
But, like, I think he even says, like, almost like a son, or he says, like, I come to love you. And he's like, don't fucking say that to me. You don't get to say that. Which is so true, because it's like, you just find out, like, but, like, I love, like, you don't really get that. Can you think of any other shows or movies
like that? No.
where, like, you have this evil guy, not evil, but just, like, a villain who has to, like, bring this guy up. Like, from a kid. He's seen him from, you know, he's seen, I come to admire you. Like,
well, it kind of tripped me up was, like, where I found out that it wasn't even the Wells, you know, when you find out it's not the Wells from this timeline.
Yeah, well,
he goes and kills himself.
Well, he's Eobard Thawne. Like, I was trying to tell her, and I was like, well, that's not really him. He's this other guy. He's this blonde guy. He, like, sucked his face, you know? Like,
he's like an alien or
something. Like, the technology is crazy, but, like, he's actually this other guy, and, like, when you actually see him at the end, like, that's him. That's, you know, I was telling her, I was like, that's him, you know? But yeah,
you see him, like, his Wells and his wife die in an accident.
Yeah, and he's just like, and he's just like, well, what are you doing? It's like, fuck your wife. She's been dead for centuries. I was like, oh, shit, that's cold.
Yeah.
But, and then, like, so the one part I wanted to talk about was the last 15 minutes of the season finale. Like, we were talking about this earlier. There's some of the best TV I've ever watched in my life. Like,
to be honest, I don't really remember the last 15 minutes.
I'm going to break it down.
Break it down. Because I watched so much. I watched the first, second, and third.
They rushed this season finale to this, like, fucking 15 minutes. It was just, like, golden. So what, you know, Barry has to do, he's talked to the Reverse Flash. They come to an agreement where, like, you go fast enough, and this, because the particle accelerator is back on the line. He's like, you go fast enough. We drop this atom, you know, this particle in there. You can go back and save your mom.
Right.
And then while you save your mom, I'm gonna go back in my time. Mm-hmm. It's a fucking win-win for you. You know what I mean?
He has a choice he can either save his mom or kill him.
And he's just like,
take care of him.
The whole thing's been really bad about his mom and dad. And so he's like, all right. So he's running, and like the Reverse Flash is like honing, like he's seeing all these different as he's running because he's like Mach 2 speed, and as he's running, you hear Reverse Flash be like, you know, you're seeing the past, the future, the present, hone in into that one moment of time. And so he's like, he peers in his childhood room, you know, and he's like, and all you hear is mom, you know, and so Barry from 2015 goes downstairs. And he's seen the fucking, you know, he's seen everything. Yeah. And then at this point, it was fucking just tears, dude. Because you see the future, you see the future Flash turn as he's fighting the Reverse Flash. Like, this is so crazy. This is spoilers. You see him turn, doesn't even say anything, just goes, just like, stop. Like, just puts the hand up, like, you can't do this. You know what I mean? And so, goes back in the room. hears his mom die, doesn't save his mom. That's what he's been doing about. And then fucking like the cutscene to the Reverse Flash getting ready to go back home, you know, and he's just like, I didn't get it. I was gonna Google it, but there's the old school Flash helmet goes through it, and they're like, "What's that?" He's like, "That's my cue to leave." I didn't get that part. I was gonna Google. Explained. I was gonna. What they explain in the next season? Yeah. Okay, I was gonna like Google it to like. So the thing is like, what I heard about this season.
It's not a big spoiler. Yeah, go ahead. Pretty much what happened is when he went back in time, he also ripped the time and space. Mm-hmm. So now there's like pretty much portals to.
That's what I heard about season 2. Like
dimension, pretty much. A universe, a parallel universe. So it's not like another time. It's actually just the same time, just in a different parallel universe. Okay. So that old helmet was from their version's Flash.
Because isn't there like what I know about the Scarlet Speedster? There's like mini Scarlet Speedsters, right? Like in different parallel and everything. Yeah. So it doesn't say it was mom.
No.
And so then it cuts back to Ebolthon, you know, the Reverse Flash, like, oh, I gotta go. This is my time, you know. Then it goes back, and at this point, I mean, I was just fucking like drooling almost, dude. It was fucking sad.
Drooling.
Yeah, I was just like tears gushing.
Snot.
The part, like, I mean, if you have a mom, this show is fucking, you know what I mean? Yeah, and so like he does like the whole thing is doesn't get to say goodbye to his mom because future Barry or future Flash.
I'm pretty sure if you're alive, you have a mom.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. So like future Flash takes young Barry Allen away. So he's never ever got to see his mom, like, say goodbye. Mm-hmm. But this scene, dude, was fucking, like, I was just done. The whole time, my fucking girlfriend was just looking at me like, it's fucking, like, superhero show. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is fucking golden. But, like, he says goodbye to his mom and, like, takes that thing off. He's like, I'm the Flash. Like, I don't understand. Takes him off. Like, you look like my father. And he's just like, oh, it's me. Like, I'm your son. Dad. And he's just like, Dad's okay. I'm okay. When he said that, I was like, I was just done, dude. Yeah. It was a fucking beautiful moment. Like
comforting her in her death.
Yeah, and like get to say goodbye to her. Because like that's like not a lot of people get to say goodbye, you know? So I was like fucking touching. And then you see like the Reverse Flash kind of getting ready to go, and then fucking out of nowhere here comes Flash and just breaks the fucking time machine thing, and then like right there I was like, oh shit, you know, and then the Reverse Flash is like, what the fuck did you do? Like, you could have had everything, save your mom, this and that. He's like, I already do. And they end up fucking fighting and everything, and then this whole time, you go back, you have this character named Eddie Thawne, who's a cop and everything, and he gets captured by the Reverse Flash, and they have a little conversation. He was just like, oh, they're gonna get you, you know, he's just talking shit, and he's like, who are you? And he tells him, like, oh, I'm your great-great-great-grandson. You know, he's like, tells him, which is fucking really cool and eerie. He's like, there's a long line of politicians, doctors, Thawnes, like people who've done something. You're nothing. The only thing you do is at some point give birth. And like the line the Thawnes goes, and it's just like, it's like, you don't even get the girl, because, like, there's a girl involved, you know, and he's like, what do you mean? Shows him, like, this futuristic newspaper, and he's like, look at the byline, and it says, Iris, blah, 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 Allen. He's like, and so it's just like, his world's crushed. Yeah. So, like, so after, you know, comes back in time, smashes the thing, he's like, what the fuck, and all we hear is a gunshot. And it's that one cop who shoots himself. And once again, I'm fucking dying, crying again. Because I was like, that's fucking, like, the ultimate heroes of, like, I killed myself.
Well, because he was told that's all he contributed.
Yeah, he was just like, no.
Gave birth to some evil guy.
Yeah, he's like, no, I won't do that.
I'll be the hero.
That's what he says. He's like, I'll be your hero. And fucking kills him, and then by killing him, there's no Reverse Flash ever in existence. So,
at least fucking amazing. In that timeline.
In that timeline, that's true. I know in season 2, like I've heard a little bit about season 2, but like, and then how it ends is like there's a fucking black hole sucking everything up. And after all of this, Adam's like, the Flash is like, fucking, he's like, I need to close this, and they're like, you can. Like,
so I know you're talking trash about the Arrow and all that. Did you see the crossover where he like helped train him and stuff?
Yeah, like, I was digging that. I just don't like. I tried 2 episodes of the Green Hunter.
It's not the Green Hunter.
But it's like, I like all the crossover.
It is way cheesier than the Flash.
Yeah,
it is.
It's very much so.
But it's still a fun show. Like, if you take it for what it is.
See, the Flash caught me with the first episode.
Well, the Flash, I think, has better writers.
Yeah, but like for
and a better cast. I think that's better.
The cop, the black cop, he was from Rent.
I wish he was my dad.
He's a good dad, dude. He's a fucking chill dad. Fuck, but
it's like super understanding.
Fucking amazing show, dude. Like that was one of the most amazing.
And the visuals are pretty good
for CW. Like I think there was only a couple times with like explosions or okay, but like it wasn't even that like.
Actually, the only thing that really does bug me about that show is the intro. Because like you can tell it's totally CG. Like it just it's like they do like a close up of them, like the very.
Oh, they do a couple when they zoom in. There's CG, but
I would rather than just back the camera off and just like leave it up to your.
But like they do the fight scenes cool. Like everything's fucking dope, dude. Like that was the most like I said like.
No, it's a fun show.
Like I compared like the Daredevil. I mean, you have a guy and Barry Allen stuff. He actually has superpowers, but like it was a cop show with the dude in costume. That's what Daredevil was. It was like a cop show with the dude in costume, but fucking cool. Like I'm hooked. Like I was hooked.
So you recommend it?
I recommend it. This is a recommendation. Green Arrow, whatever.
Gold star recommendation.
I'll pass on that. But I like the crossover, and I would catch myself Googling stuff like, oh, what's the story? You know, like I thought was cool was. Remember that really emo BS Superman, the one who never threw a punch? 2010.
Oh yeah.
That character. He was the Atom. He was in. I was like, oh fuck, that's cool.
He's
like,
an Arrow.
Yeah, that's what I figured. He was more of an Arrow because he was a crossover.
Well, actually, they're setting that whole team up for
the Justice League.
No, it's not.
Don't they bring that up though?
No, it's not the Justice
Season
League.
2?
It's called the.
Well, it's like the pre-Justice League.
Yeah.
But it will become the Justice
Pretty
League.
Much. Yeah.
Because I was going through the internet as one would do to try to figure out more.
What the name's called.
Yeah, they say, I think it's something Justice. Something Justice.
It's killing me now.
But in the police headquarters, there's a picture, and you see like the Arrow, the Flash, and a couple other people. And so I think it's season 2 or some shit, but it's like supposed to be like the Justice,
like the future kind of like foretelling.
But it's like it's kind of foreshadowing kind of thing. Yeah. But that's fucking dope. But yeah, Flash.
It's good.
23 episodes.
Yeah, that was. I don't know why they decided like we need to stretch this whole.
I
enjoyed it.
Yeah,
but I
complained like I had like 3 or 4 episodes left last night. I was trying to
just get
it done, but I kind of knew what was happening because I've heard stuff on podcasts. But like how the show sets it up, I spoiled the whole thing, but it doesn't sum up to what the acting, the story.
Just watching him go through everything.
Oh, dude, it was fucking emotional. It was an emotional ride. It was an emotional ride, dude. It was a roller coaster.
That was definitely fun.
Yeah. So
the other one, like you mentioned, is the Marvel side.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. Yeah.
I personally don't know much about her.
I know nothing about it.
I just know she can like fly. She's super strong.
Super strong, right? The only thing I knew
she used to be a cop.
Yeah, because she's a private investigator, right? She's a PI right now, and only thing I know is it's in the same city of Hell's Kitchen as Daredevil, and if listeners have listened to Daredevil, it was a fucking 5-star show. Like, you don't even know anything about...
You don't.
You just watch it from the beginning, it explains everything.
Shut up and watch.
Fuck, it's a good show. I mean, and it's not even rated R. They never... I don't think they really curse like a fuck or anything like that. There's no real, there's no, sex scenes, really. It's
I don't think they rate TV series, though.
No, they don't. Not on Netflix.
As far as R.
It might be TVM.
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
that'd be TV, because there's some gore.
If it was on regular TV, it'd definitely be an M.
To TVM, but...
NC-17 or whatever.
Some shit like that. But, so, Jessica Jones, I watched the trailer, and it looks dark as fuck,
There's some sexy sex in that show.
Yeah.
I don't think they show naughty bits, but...
Yeah. Do you know who that girl is, though?
Yeah.
Jane from Breaking Bad?
Yes, she was in that show. The show I know her from is also this show called Lost Ghost or something like that. It's another sci-fi show.
Gotcha.
Not a sci-fi, it's like a supernatural kind of show.
Okay.
And she's like the sidekick in that show. Yeah. And that's why I first saw her, and then I saw her in Breaking Bad.
Jane.
Yeah, she did pretty good in that.
Yeah, she was cool. And so, I mean, I just want to break down what I remember from the... trailer is and you have this chick. The only thing I was kind of looks like they kind of play on I'm a badass drinker. Or looks like they kind of play that card where yeah, well, I drink. It's all right. I'm picking right now, but there's for what you see, there's I don't know the storyline, but there's the villain is a guy named Kilgrave. Cool name.
That's the I think the 10th or the 11th Doctor from Doctor Who.
Oh, really?
That's who it is.
Oh, that's
that's the bad guy.
Yeah. I'm so still behind on Doctor
Who. And he can manipulate people to do whatever
he wants.
He's like a puppet master.
Yeah. And there's scenes where you see it where you're in a cop. What do they call it? I was going to call it a cop store, but a precinct where like you see cops like pointing guns at people. You see there's like scenes where like you have people about to hang themselves or jump off. Like it looks fucking dark. Like
so, what I got from it is that he made her do something so bad
that's like
that she couldn't forgive herself, and like that's when she stopped doing her superhero thing.
Yeah.
You know, then just started doing PI work.
But he's back in Hell's Kitchen. Yeah. So, do you think? Because I was talking to Danny, and she's like, I don't care, but like she liked Daredevil. But I was like, do you think like Daredevil's gonna be in this one, or like she's like, I don't know, like
they'll have crossover.
Do you think they're gonna do crossover? Because I know they're doing a season 2.
Yeah.
So, do you think there'll be a little bit of crossover?
Yeah,
they're in Hell's Kitchen, like Hell's Kitchen. Like I remember Kevin Smith was because I get a lot of my information for comic books from Kevin Smith because the dude knows this shit. But like Hell's Kitchen's like a 4-block radius of a town.
Is it?
It's super. It's like when you have New York, Hell's Kitchen's like this little couple blocks.
I didn't know if it was actually based in New York or if it's just like implied that it's in New York.
No, there's New York, and then Hell's Kitchen's like it's kind of like Queens, but it's this little 4 blocks. It's not 4 blocks, but it's this little area of New York. So it's just like it's funny that like they're saying like Daredevil, like all this shit's going on, but it's like it's only going on right here. So
it's a bad part of
it's a fucking gnarly. So I wonder if Daredevil's gonna pop in because he's pretty on the line of good.
I honestly think that both in this Jessica Jones and the next what's it called?
Because they do a lot of...
I guarantee that Punisher even show up.
Yeah.
At least his character before he turns...
Punisher's not getting his own show though, right?
He is.
Is he? Yeah. Okay, because I know there's like, I think there's Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Punisher, and like 1 or 2 more that are getting their own Netflix show.
Actually, for DC, they're doing another character, I think, not Hawk Girl, but she has like a weird helmet. I forget her name. Blink. I'm not a DC guy. She has like a weird helmet.
I just know Batman and Superman.
And she can fly. She has like this big staff with a ball on it, and she can like control. Like she's like Thor almost.
Oh, okay.
And,
gotcha.
I think she's getting her own like Flash show kind of thing. Like,
okay. Dope.
So she's gonna be another character.
I'm on board, dude. Like I was telling Danielle, I was like, it's so weird. Like, and I'm sure for like older nerds, like 40s and everything, like this is like fucking a wet dream for them because it's just like for us, it was just like cartoons, Saturday night cartoons, X-Men, all that stuff. It's like. Now we're at a time where most people are totally cool with like these 2 people, 2 actors in a costume and masks punching each other. Like we're cool with this, you know. Like
way more
I know there's a lot of people who just hate the comic book thing. It's like a Western right now. They're gonna ride out, but I think the stories are so much like say with Flash. Like the whole thing was like a mother who's dead, his revenge for his mother, and then you have like the villain who's like. Who doesn't know he's the villain? Doesn't know the good guy doesn't know the villain is the villain. But you have this guy who's like, oh, I'm going to help you get better. I'm going to help you save people. Yeah. But I'm benefiting myself. Like
I think comic books right now are either really loved or they're being hated because they're so popular.
Yeah.
Like just in spite.
Yeah, just to hate, just to hate it.
With no basis.
Yeah.
Or because they feel like it's too big of an entry to get into.
Yeah.
Like it's too much to know.
I jumped in with both feet.
Yeah.
Like jumping with both feet. That's my recommendation.
That's what I'm doing with DC, but Marvel I know pretty well.
Yeah. But because like I showed Danielle Jessica Jones, she's like, I'm down. Like fuck.
She watched it.
Yeah, because I showed after I cleaned myself up after I watched the Flash. I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, I want you to watch this trailer, and I showed her Jessica Jones, and she's like, yeah, I'm down. Like, because she was like, I want to see a fucking chick like kick some ass and everything. You know what I mean? Because
like
she's very into like the anime and like because you know the Japanese anime like most of the time it's like a girl, you know, kicking butts and whatnot. But she's like
sexualized.
Yeah, but like some of them aren't though.
Yeah,
but that's hentai, I think. But yeah, she was down for Jessica Jones. I think it's the 20th, so
yeah, the 20th.
5 more days.
Yeah,
and
it's like the whole season.
The crazy thing is just like boom.
Yeah, here it is.
Binge it, motherfuckers.
I love that.
Yeah, so we'll probably both be watching that together.
Probably my favorite feature on Netflix.
Is that
like all at once.
Did you ever watch that one? We can talk about this one, but it's called the Beast with No Nation.
Yes, I did watch it.
Watch it. Yeah. That shit not fucking pretty good,
dude.
Like
that's some unnecessary penis, but I get why it's there. I get why it's there. He had a little baby arm attached to his legs.
But no, that was a pretty dark story. Like, I mean, I know it touched bases. Like, this is shit that happens. You know, like it doesn't make me like, oh, I need to.
The acting was amazing.
It was good, dude.
Like, those
like,
kids.
Good. Like that one fucking lazy guy. Like,
I love that kid.
But then you understand why he's like that. He's like, oh, he's been fucking being raped.
Yeah.
By the fucking
by
main
your hero,
dude. Yeah. By your hero. Like, dude. Like, I knew that was gonna happen because you always hear about that shit. Like, because I remember
you're always watching that stuff.
Yeah, I remember like at one point I had this like interest of like these warlords that are out there because some of them are just so fucking weird. Like there was just one warlord that had him and his army that was all ages. They would get all fucking high and all fight naked.
Yeah, General Buck Naked.
There we go, General Butt Naked. So I would always like learn about all these different.
And they eat baby parts.
They eat baby parts, fucking earth. So I was like, so I knew like rape was gonna happen. I just didn't know how they were gonna do it. But how they did it was like you don't really expect it on the scene. You know?
Yeah. When it happened, you didn't expect it.
You don't ever expect it because spoiler, you have what's his name, Elba. I always pronounce. I don't know.
Elbow something.
But the English black guy.
He's Luther from Luther.
Fucking badass, but he's talking to the one kid. Do you know his name? I don't remember his name. The one like main little character kid. Yeah. He's like, oh, you know, like his accent, you know, this and that. He's like, you know, you like me, this and that. And he's like, oh, come over here with me. And like I think he's rolling a joint or whatever. And he does something. He's like, oh, you do this for me, huh? And then it's like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, suck his dick. Yeah. And then it's just like, and then he walks out just totally defeated. And it's like, oh fuck,
traumatized.
And then the part I think I did cry with this was like the part that like crushed me was like as he's crushed, they're coming down, all just head down.
Pats him on the
he just
back.
pats him on the back and puts his arm around him. Like, yeah, this is life, dude. Like this is
like welcome.
Yeah, and it's like fuck, but good show though. That was I thought it was a show. It's actually a movie.
That's
though.
A movie. Yeah.
Fucking 2 hours. It was almost 3 hours long, I think.
Was it?
It's almost a 3-hour movie because I remember I was watching it. I was like, oh, I watched this before school. And I still had to do homework, and I was like, oh, shit. I guess I'm watching this. Yeah. But it was well done. That's a Netflix movie, too.
Yeah.
Did you hear about it? That they were, at first, they were going to release it to movie theaters. And theaters were like, nah, this is...
Too much.
Or this was, like, too graphic or something. I don't know. But Netflix was like, okay, that's fine. Watch it on Netflix.
I mean, I think the part that got me was when they were just raiding some village... And they're all like in this room or in this house, and then like they're about to rape these two women.
One's like, "Mommy,"
yeah, he's like freaking out. He's like, "Mommy," and then like she's like, "Why are you lying to me? You're not my mom." After he realizes it and just blows both their heads.
Wow, she's being raped, dude.
Wow, yeah,
it's an intense show. Like that's how I told someone I was like, it's just intensity nonstop, and it breaks your heart because not only is this kid just gets fucked literally, it's just like his transition from being a good boy and now he's a killer. And then the part at the very end where, like, they're nothing. You know, that one General Elba, I'm going to call him, he just becomes nothing. Yeah. Like, they're looking for diamonds. Just leave him. Yeah. They just leave him. I thought he was going to die, but it's like, no, doesn't even get death. Like, this dude who should get death doesn't even get death. But that was another good show. That was a good movie. Good movie. I say show. Yeah. Good movie. Good. So, so that's what we've been watching. I want to jump over to games. Video games. As you know, we're big fans of video games and whatnot, and something that we
kind of sucks right now actually because how big of a fan I am.
There's too much.
Too many
like, games.
Money wise,
too many. That's why I've stuck to one right now, and this one game is going to consume me for some time. Yeah. Like I'm going to play it again pretty soon.
So what are you talking about?
Fallout 4.
That's right.
I'm a big fan of Fallout 3.
Yeah,
play the shit out of it.
That was the only one I actually played.
Yeah, that's one I only played too. I never played the new Fallout Vegas, whatever. Didn't play that. Wasn't interested. But Fallout 3 was like my jam. I spent hours.
I was stuck on that game.
Yeah, on hours on that game. But Fallout 4 just came out, and and they just kind of diddled. Because you have a nicer screen than me. So like, what's your
gorgeous.
It's gorgeous, right?
It's beautiful. It's an apocalyptic wasteland, but it's still
Boston.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a Boston.
And
it's cool.
It just you would think you'd be like, oh, I don't want to go over there. It's just more burnt stuff, more dead trees over here. But no, you can find so much stuff.
It's like Skyrim, where it's open world, and it's just like
collect loot.
You have the first quest, like that's there for you.
Yeah.
I'm level 19 or 20. I've only done one bit of my main storyline. Yeah. I've gone I just pick a direction and I just go this way. I just and I just go in there and look around and everything. But it's so much fun, dude. It's like I was telling you, it's like 2 games in one.
Yeah, it's like it's an
RPG and a Sim City is what it is.
You know what? There's a part where you come to your first place where you can start building and stuff. And I knew what it was there for, but I didn't even mess with it yet.
Yeah, that Red Rocket area.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
I didn't really mess with it. I just all right, I know.
I built one thing at first. I got to build this guard tower. It's like, you need people. Yeah, fuck this, and I walked away. But then after I've come back, I I have my one main town, and then I have like other like the Red Rock is my little G town. That's for me only. Right. That's for me.
Well, I had a question. Like in the very beginning, you customized 2 characters, right? The man and the woman.
Oh no, just one.
Well, because I did the guy, I customized the guy.
Yeah. And the girl stayed? What she looked like?
I hit sex.
Yeah.
And I changed the girl's look.
And you went back to your dude?
I went back to the guy.
And she stayed that way?
She stayed that way.
For the whole beginning part?
That was my boo. That was my wife.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
That's dope. You know what's fucking cool, too, speaking of that, is my guy is Detective Rustin, because he looks like Matthew McConaughey. Pretty dope, right? Yeah, no. But anyways.
Did you look up how to make him like that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, okay. No, I didn't like look up like left Jesus that. Yeah. I just put a picture of him on my phone. I just like it's pretty spot on, dude. I did pretty good. So even Daniel was like, I was like, what should I name him? I was like, should I name him this? Should I name him that? And I was like, should I name him Cole? She's like, Rustin. I was like, oh yeah, Rustin. That's
pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. But she made her character
Taylor Swift.
No, I saw that from Game Over Greggy. That's funny. But she made her character and she renamed her Sydney. And the fucking robot calls her Sydney.
Really?
Yeah. It's not the default name either. That's fucking cool.
I mean, I would imagine that's such a huge game. I'm sure they programmed
some names,
a bunch of like a handful of like common names or just like whatever.
The robot is a companion in the game, but fucking, I didn't know that you could. That's so cool that you like went to your wife, created her, and went back. Was she black?
No.
Oh, that would have been dope.
I don't have the jungle fever. But I wasn't sure if you could at any point like switch or whatever. I didn't know that. It's just one of
I knew you could because of E3. Remember the whole time as you're creating your guy, your wife is actually like, oh, I like your lips. I don't do the black voice. Those the eyes. I like your lips. Like, oh, those are the eyes I like for. I knew because I remember E3. They're like, also you can be the girl, and they switched it over. But I didn't know you can fucking totally mess with it. Yeah. Go back to the dude.
I made it pretty hot. I gave her eyeliner. Like
that's so
nice lip gloss.
That's cool. I didn't know. That's fucking cool.
I totally hit it.
That game was fucking so huge, dude. Like one morning I spent like 4 hours just like building.
Yeah.
It's like that. I love that aspect of stuff.
Yeah, I haven't dove into that yet.
That's like one of my favorites.
Like I said, I just dove in this morning just for like maybe 2 hours. And like half an hour was just on the character build.
Yeah,
like,
it's intense.
But I got it because I was going to get on the Xbox 360 just because that's what Mike wanted on.
Yeah.
But I got it for the PS4 for one reason.
Yeah.
Because when my wife's watching TV, I can system link to my PS Vita.
Yeah.
And just loop around for stuff.
Yeah. That's dope. So you can play on your Vita.
It just mirrors the image on your PS Vita exactly 1-to-1. Like,
that's so dope.
So I don't think I could do well with combat in it because it's just a weird.
Yeah, but like maybe looking around building stuff. So dope. But I don't know how many hours I have into it because I got it when it came out.
Yeah,
I got it at night. So I that night when it came out, all I did was create and come out of the vault. I think I was like, I'm done. But since then, every morning.
Are you using the companion app?
Oh yeah, I have the Pip-Boy because it's pretty.
Does it work? Like, does it work?
Yeah, it works. It works fine because I sometimes don't like to always hit circle and open up, so I'll just have it on my lap and I'll just like plant my my hotkeys for weapons, or I'll be like fast travel. You know,
you can do fast travel.
You can do fast travel without even having to open your shit.
Okay.
So yeah, it works. Fucking, I do that. And also, what's nice is while you're fighting, like you can eat stuff while you're fucking fighting because it's on your fucking phone.
Nice.
So I've been digging it, dude.
See, like, who would even think of this stuff like 10 years ago,
dude? Like
even 4 years ago,
right?
Like doesn't even think.
I was telling her, I was like, it's so crazy. This is where we're at in games, where like I'm playing a game on my phone too. It's like my secondary screen.
Well, yeah, we'll explain a little bit. Like, so you can play. Certain games have called companion apps. You go to the App Store, you download it, and what it does is while you're playing the main game, you can have your phone as a secondary screen or a menu option. Yeah. And it depending on the game, you can interact with it differently. Yeah. So like the Fallout 4.
Isn't that crazy? We're at that point now with video games where like I remember just played 007 Golden on Nintendo 64. It's like that's life. But now we're at the point where it's just like it doesn't even overload really. It's just like
it's very gradual, but like
it's very like comfortable,
very reasonable. Yeah. Like it's not. I mean, because you don't have to use it.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You don't have to. It's not going to improve your game that much.
Digging so much though. Like fucking fun. There's like this game is going to like I said. There's so many games right now. Yeah. I wish I can just buy them all, but like I feel with this game.
You're getting your bang for your buck.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I said, I'm level 20. There's no, which is awesome. There's no level cap.
There's not,
and there's no hard ending either. Ah. So
I didn't notice that. There's no like easy, hard, or whatever. Like
was there no?
I don't know.
There is because it says if it's too hard, you can go down. Because I'm playing on like normal right now. I'm playing on like medium. But the one thing was it took me a minute. It took me actually more than a minute to figure out into the perks menu.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have your strength, your intelligence, perception, agility,
stamina.
And they have like 8 stars on them, right?
Yeah.
I thought, and they have a whole. You go down now on the chart. I thought you had to get them all filled up before you start going down. That's not true. So I was like kind of putting a lot of points in perception and everything. And then I was like, can I just go down? And I put points in something that I wanted. I was like, oh. So I kind of spent a lot of points that you didn't need on your base stats. And I could have been doing. But like, since there's no level cap, I was like, well, cool. I can keep building how I want to be doing. Because I've been building like a sneaky dude with like silencer weapons. So much fun, dude.
There's so many different ways to play it. That's the cool thing.
You can be a sneaky dude with like I was watching videos on Reddit. You can be like the sneaky dude just going around like knifing people and batting people in the back of the head, or you can be. They have this thing called the power armor. There's like a big suit of like futuristic armor. You can
looks bad.
Guns blazing. I have like 4 suits right now. I have like all lined up.
Really?
Dude. Yeah, dude. My town's pretty sick right now, dude. I have like my own house and it has like a basketball hoop.
Can you play?
No. What you can do is hold X and pick up the ball and just kind of like fling it. So I have that going on. And then like in my house, I have like my bed and like my American flag. I have a billiards table and everything. I have like electricity flowing through like 3 houses right now. But
so explain a little bit to me. So you can build. I know that, but like say you're out and about.
Yeah.
Can you and you see it's like a piece of furniture you like?
Yeah.
You have to pick it up and carry it, or you store it somehow.
If like they do a pretty good job with like they have almost every chair you ever see in the game in your ability, but if in the sense you see something you like, you can either loot it or you can, if you want to, you can hold on to it and carry that shit back.
Yeah.
But like I've seen people, fuck dude, it's almost intimidating. I've seen people's houses where they built like you know that Red Rocket area, and this Red Rocket that we're talking about, it's like a gas station. It's literally pretty like bare. I saw this person who built a whole like sky city above it, fortress, dude.
What?
And it looks sick as fuck too. Looks sick as fuck. Like he built stairways and like just all like little off points. And,
so that's probably all he's doing.
But I was telling Danielle was like, there's 3 type of gamers for this type of game. There's the one who's going to try to do 50-50, build and play the game.
That's maybe me.
And that's kind of how I do it. I try to do it as best as I can.
Yeah.
And then you have the other type who's going to be like hardcore building.
Minecrafters.
Or hardcore build your character.
Yeah.
And then you have the third, just no life. They have the ability to spend time on this game, which is not a bad thing. I'm saying like if
that's what they want.
If they can do, and they're going to like have this insane town, insane character. But it's just like I'm that 50-50 guy where I'm going to try to build really cool stuff, but like it's
tough for me right now though.
It's overload.
I have an Xbox One and a PS4, so I've been playing Halo 5, which I love. I'm super hyped.
That one's fun. Have you beat it yet or no?
No, it's just I've been playing multiplayer. It's Halo. Like I love it.
That's right.
And then
I don't like the online play for Halo.
No,
I feel like you got to shoot too many times unless you get a headshot somehow.
It's more. It's very team based on this one.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have at least backup with you, you're gonna die over and over again.
That was a game I just like played too. It was on PlayStation. Evolve. Evolve was like that. If you didn't have competent,
I don't like that game.
I liked it when you played with teams.
Yeah,
when me and my buddies were all play together, it was fucking dope because like you can win. Right. But like if you're retarded, the beast always wins, and it was just it was a cool idea.
It was a cool idea, but there was no main story, so it didn't do very well. But no, so I have that, and then also
you just got the new
Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So and that game, it's just more. It's more Call of Duty, but it's fun. It's just a fun game. It's the best shooter there is. As far as it's not as.
Because I was a big fan of Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2.
I'm talking about game mechanics. Like,
okay, I got you.
Like it's
futuristic. Because I didn't like the Advanced Warfare games. It was too much for me.
It's futuristic.
Okay. Because you know what I mean. I didn't like those. I didn't like it. I like just the whole. Like I said, like maybe I'm a stickler and I like the Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 games where it was just like
guns and run.
Like I mean, I guess it's run and gun, but you could be fucking pretty dope and skilled. You don't have to be running and gunning, but like. All that flying and turbo jumps, I was just like, too much for me. Too much.
There is turbo jumping and stuff, but it's done differently.
Yeah.
And there's wall running.
Yeah.
I think they balanced it just right.
Just enough?
Yeah, I think so. Plus, they have this one has a good zombie mode. I know some people only buy it for zombies.
That's the thing. Is like
some people don't buy it because they just play for the story. Yeah. Some people like the multiplayer only. Yeah. But I think you get a lot of money for your buck. And on top of that, there's another zombie mode within. It's like an arcade game.
Oh, okay.
It's like a top-down shooter, twin stick shooter. It's so fun.
That's what Fallout has too. There's a couple.
Oh yeah, I played the Donkey Kong one.
There's that one. There's a couple other ones too where you can play on your Pip-Boy. It's just like it's like 5 games in one. Yeah. Anyway, so call it.
No, yeah. It's so there's just a lot to
pretty. Do. Is it pretty too?
It's very pretty.
Good graphics.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, I've just been overloaded playing with that. I got a new computer, so playing with that. So I haven't had a lot of time to just dive in on one thing.
Yeah, so that's why I knew because even the game I want to talk about was Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront. I love Star Wars. I knew that. I looked at it. That game was beautiful.
Next month.
But it's just like I'm just gonna wait. Wait
till by the time you finish Fallout, that's gonna go on sale.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Because I figure I'm not even near doing my storyline, and it's just I want to play this till I've explored every fucking inch of it, and I might even make a second guide because I know how the mechanics work and do a different decisions. You know what I mean? It's fucking.
Well, the only reason I got Black Ops is because I had to buy Fallout 4 for Mike anyway. Yeah. But there's a little loophole I used.
Oh yeah, you're good
at Best Buy. Yeah. A little tip: if you want to use it, it's not stealing.
It's not stealing.
So what it is you buy a game full price. Yeah. You get out of a certain list of other games, you get that for $25. Yeah. So I got Black Ops 3. Yeah. Or no, I got another copy of Halo for $25. Yeah. I already have it. I know that. Yeah. I got it. Took it to Walmart. Returned it for full $60 value.
So you bought it at Best Buy?
At Best Buy.
You can return it at Walmart?
With no receipt. Yeah, it's not opened. I'll say they gave me $60 credit. I bought Black Ops 3 brand new. So I was like, I can't pass it up.
So there's no receipt. They don't care.
No.
What the fuck? It's not stealing, I guess. You're just returning it back.
Returning it fully because I looked up the value at Walmart. Halo was still worth $60 at Walmart. Yeah. Because there was another game I was going to do it for. Just in case it didn't work, I was going to get Need for Speed. If it didn't work, then I'd have another. I like that game. Yeah. But I was like, if it doesn't work, but the value of that Need for Speed was on sale there, so I wouldn't get the full credit.
That's smart, dude.
I went with the game that was full credit there. I was like, I don't want. I forgot my receipt. I bought it.
They don't give a shit. Walmart's like,
They did swipe my my driver's license. Yeah. So they just keep track.
I think they do that. Yeah, they do that. Smart. I had to return a football because it wouldn't hold pressure or some shit like that.
Yeah. But, so I mean,
that's smart. That's smart.
I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty fucking smart right there. Yeah. And Battlefront comes out. I want to get that, but it's just
I'm gonna hold off.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off because I know that's pure online.
Yeah, no
and
story.
I like to play that because you get to be Star Wars.
It's fun. I played the beta. It's fun.
So I'll wait on that. You know what I mean? But I had a question because maybe you would know. Yeah. Gran Turismo. Yes. What's up with that?
So they announced that they are having they are introducing another game.
Yeah.
It's not going to be serialized.
VR. Because I heard that might be VR.
Okay, well, first of all, it's not going to be serialized because there was Gran Turismo 5, 6 Prologue or whatever. Yeah. This next one, it's just Gran Turismo.
Okay.
So what they're doing is pretty much this is our Gran Turismo world. We're just going to keep upgrading it and adding stuff.
Okay.
And that comes out, I think they announced it for some late next year or the year after that.
Because I know that game's always been, in the generations, always been pretty as fuck.
It's always been the standard for the PlayStation. If you're going to look at how good the system looks, you put in Gran Turismo. Yeah. So yeah, I mean the VR.
So I'm a racing guy. I know nothing about cars, but it's just I always knew when I
played them.
Yeah, I would play them, or I play my buddy's house. This is fucking cool.
I sucked at them because they're super realistic. I'm not good at it,
but
they're still fun.
I know it's a game where it's just it's pretty as fuck, and it's you gotta have.
You can enjoy it. Yeah. So VR comes out supposedly PlayStation VR anyway.
Yeah. We're gonna see that at PSX. Huh?
We will see them.
Will you be able to play it?
That's the thing. I don't know.
It's gonna be a long line.
Okay, so last year when I went, they had 5 or 6
people. We're going, which we'll have many podcasts before then. Yeah. We're pretty soon. We're going to the PlayStation Experience in San Francisco.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to that. So it's a big PlayStation convention, basically. So you're saying?
Oh, so last year they had a couple kiosks there, booth kiosks, so you could try it out. They only had 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And it was literally first come, first serve. And they didn't have lines. That's the weird thing. They had time card slots. Because they were 15-minute demos.
Yeah.
So, okay.
You're just not going to wait in line for fucking... If you're 100th in line, you're waiting for hours for that shit.
So if you didn't get a card at a time slot, you weren't going to get the play.
Okay.
But this year, I guarantee they're going to be pushing it hard. Because they need the word.
This is their thing.
They need the word of mouth. Yeah. Because there's no way to market it.
You can't show it on TV.
You can't show what VR's going to look like on TV. Yeah. So, but saying that, it's supposed to come out possibly in February.
Fuck.
So they said the first quarter.
Really? So it's ready to go?
And so is Oculus.
What's that? That's Xbox's?
No, Oculus is Facebook's. Facebook bought it.
So I know nothing about what's going on for virtual reality.
Okay,
I literally don't.
So there's PlayStation VR.
That's a game? Oculus?
No, it's just a platform. It's like a computer that can do games or virtual reality.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay,
it's going to be utilized for games, but
I gotcha.
So there's Oculus, PlayStation VR. There's the HoloLens from Microsoft.
Okay,
that looks dope.
Yeah,
that looks bad.
Yeah,
and then there's Project Leap Magic Leap.
Magic Leap. Who's that?
That's just another company.
Oh wow! So people are like, we're at the dawn of time. We're about to see like virtual reality gaming. I don't know. Like, I think. Would you get it?
I would get it if it's priced right.
Priced right. Yeah.
But I think it's good.
I can see it costing so much money.
It's going to cost as much as a console.
You think? Just as much because it can't be that expensive because people won't buy it. Then, that makes sense.
But I think it's good. The more competition, the better. It's just going to make it better for us and cheaper for us.
And then of course. Nintendo would still be there. So
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know how they're not dead now. I know
they have all the cards.
People love their games because I grew up with Nintendo and everything, but it's just so crazy how they're still just relevant in today's time. Barely, but it's just like it's crazy. But
they have all the cards in the world to play, and they just don't play them.
They're so stuck with their bulky, weird thingy. But so it's a good time to be a gaming nerd.
Oh, but real quick, they were discussing that. A big possibility is being able to play Gran Turismo with VR.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And just being in it, just in that cockpit, just getting messed up.
It's crazy. That's scary.
I'm ready.
All right. So I want to jump around.
Let's do it.
To our next topic here: sports. We are big fans of sports.
I don't really want to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So, me being a 49ers fan, you being a Chargers fan, it is not a good year for both our teams.
I had high hopes.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have high hopes for my team because I knew we were in a rebuilding age. We had young players. We lost. Every time we would play on TV, all you hear is what we lost. Yeah. But I had hopes in the sense where these are all professional athletes.
They got there somehow.
Maybe 8-8.
Yeah.
But I did not see this rigmarole fucking plummet of a team. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen the 49ers be so shitty. Back when we had Mike Singletary be our coach, and that was just a kerfuffle of a team, But it's just wow, how high a team is and how quickly. And I know it's partly the media, which I hate sports media so much. It's one of the worst, dude.
It is.
But how high a team was once, it's just now they're just the laughing stock of the fucking, they're worse than not saying they're worse than the Jaguars, but we're in the sense of people talking shit, we're worse than the Jaguars. It's crazy. And
well, I mean, the Chargers have, I think, the number one offense still.
Yeah.
As far as passing yards.
You guys just lost to the Bears.
And they can't win.
Yeah.
They can't win. They haven't lost a game by more than 8 points. This season.
They just can't clinch it. They should have won Green Bay.
They should have won every game.
Yeah, they should have won every game.
They have a worse record than the Raiders. Let's just put it that way. And
the Raiders are just killing it right now. They're not killing it, but they're doing well.
I saw one of my friends online. He posted, he's like, I can't believe people were sleeping on Derek Carr, but I didn't hear that. No. I always thought Derek Carr was a good quarterback.
No, people even were saying when we lost to the Oakland Raiders last season, people were like,
he's a deal. He's a real
people deal. Were finally, they weren't finally saying it. They're like, yeah, because Derek Carr is a pretty damn good quarterback.
Now, great quarterback.
I like Kaepernick. I dig the guy. I think he just has the butt end of the stick right now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Either he's too cluttered. Now there's trade talks to Philadelphia. If we lose him, it's just do we really think Blaine Gabbert is going to win this championship?
First game, man. They won.
But look, it's it was the worst defense in the last Falcons. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you also have I know it's all the statistics, but they're also the worst away playing team. But it's just man, this guy he's good. I think
he's got the physical attributes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. He can throw the deep.
He's like a bigger Vic.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like he's got the speed. He's got the same arm. He's not accuracy maybe, but he's way meatier. He can truck people if he wanted to.
Yeah, it's just crazy how high teams can be, and then now they're just like the laughing stock. And I read this thing. I'm not sure how true it was, but against the Atlanta game, I saw pictures of the stands. And it was just empty, and what I read was they were having trouble. Like, they were saying like probably the nosebleeds, but ticket prices for the Seahawks game, which is next week, is like $40.
No way.
Yeah, $40. They're saying they still have a hard time selling it. I'm like, yeah, because right now fans don't want to go see the team that. Not saying like, I mean, I'm not gonna say like bandwagon. I'm not gonna say any of that. But it's just like I would like to go at $40. I would go, but it's just like I don't want to just see my team just get beat the shit out of. You know what I mean?
It's sad. Like,
it's
like watching somebody you love. Like the last time you see them before they die, you see them like they're suffering. You don't want to see that.
You don't want to see them. You want to remember them. Beat up. Exactly. I want to see them when they're fucking kicking ass. But it's just like, no one wants to go. And it's also Levi Stadium is so expensive right now because it's a new stadium.
It's a brand new stadium.
Yeah, so it's just like that's sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but, Phillip Rivers, he's killing it. With no offensive line, pretty much no starting wide receiver.
Isn't that weird?
No defense.
Speaking of offensive line, is like I know the quarterbacks with lightning rods.
Yeah.
But why is it always them who gets the shit? But they don't ever say like, well, it's because the offensive line is shitty. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Well, I mean, Dallas last year was praised because of their offensive line.
Yeah, but they talk shit on Romo still. It's one or the other. I hate sports media so much.
You know, I hate to say it. Because I don't know, like Tony Romo.
Yeah.
As a quarterback, I like him as a person. He's good. I don't know him, but he's pretty comparable as far as stats go to Phillip Rivers.
Yeah,
they both had bad years.
Just gets injured.
Phillip Rivers has started. He doesn't get injured.
No, I'm saying Romo. He's just injured a lot. Yeah,
but
it's crazy. It's a crazy.
Actually, the last Charger home game was they were the team that played at the same stadium the most than any other NFL team.
I hope they stay in San Diego.
I don't know, man. They
have no following anywhere else. Like, where they gonna go? Los Angeles?
I guarantee you, if they went to LA, they would be huge.
Really?
Just because LA is it's just because they're in LA. It's
kind of like San Diego, because I know San Diego's like, oh, we have a team.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is just weird. You know what I mean?
LA people are crazy.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
They'll jump
but
on.
They're really big with the Raiders, though. Like LA still holds like Raiders and everything.
I know.
Actually,
I want the Rams to come to LA too.
I mean, they don't have much of a following in St. Louis, Missouri. You know what I mean? Like you see their home games, and it's an away game. You know what I mean? Like you see an invasion of away teams.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm sad. It's not fun.
Yeah,
I'm just glad we have a bye this week, so I don't have to watch it. So.
Yeah, that's why we're podcasting on a Sunday. It's like fuck this shit. I don't want to see other teams, but I think it was funny. And, it's funny because like this year we have the NFL ticket. And it's just like, well. I even told her too when we got it. I was like, "Well, it's gonna be a rough year for us." So like every game we watch is just like,
dude, make sure you cancel it as soon as you can.
Yeah, we'll probably cancel it like right after the game of week 16.
Set a couple alerts because they'll charge you just on the sneak too.
Oh yeah. They did that with the movie channel, and we canceled like a month before it was up, and they're like, "Oh, well, our bad."
Oh, they did.
But she instantly got it right.
Okay.
But speaking of sports,
sneaky bastards.
I just wanted to touch on this a little bit, real quick. Was basketball? I just think this is a crazy stat, and I like fun. I like watching basketball. It's usually a lot of fun to watch. You know, it's my type of fast pace. Hockey, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's fun.
It's fun to watch in bits.
Exactly. But with basketball, I fucking dig it because I like to play, and I feel like
it's the closest thing you can physically do
to actually play yourself. Yeah, So following the Warriors, it's just a crazy stat. It's just they're 11-0 right now, which is their franchise best and everything. And not even they find ways to win. They either like last night's game, they went to overtime. But not only did they find ways to win, they are fucking demolishing teams. Yeah. Good teams. You're playing the Memphis Grizzlies, and they're supposed to be playoff contenders. Yeah. We beat them by 50 points the first time we played. We beat them by 30 points the second time. But anyways, I just want to kind of touch about and just. Your opinion was they're not comparing Stephen Curry with Michael Jordan because they're two totally different players. But the whole thing was Stephen Curry just beat his dad, Del Curry, in all-time threes. Yeah. It's 1,400 threes or some shit like that. But it took Del Curry, the father, 1,200 games.
It's a lot of games
to get this. Not a record, but just get this.
Just to reach a certain level.
This level. Stephen Curry has played 427 games to get this, and it's just whoa, that's fucking crazy. Like, so I was reading some.
Do you think though? Because back in the day, they were more inside the paint.
Yeah, they were all about. That's how Memphis plays. Is all getting the grip. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, it's still impressive either way.
Because like I was thinking,
that's not like close amount. That's a big difference
for 400 games. Like, where's he gonna be? And this is only his like 5th season of playing ball. But I was thinking like, because a lot of people were like, oh, all he does is shoot threes. I'm like, well, that's not true. I've
seen him break ankles.
He'll fucking kill you when you drive in. But the thing is you let him shoot those threes.
Why not?
He's gonna shoot those threes, and it's just like, why? I was trying to think of a name. Like, I was gonna say like, why kill a horse? But I don't know. I couldn't think of anything. But
kill horses.
Why kill a horse when you shoot a three? But no, it's just that's crazy. And I was comparing it to the play action football where you see the quarterback run. How Kaepernick, Russell Wilson, they did this. Yeah. Team kind of figured it out now. You know what I mean? And you would think with the Warriors, they're like, all right, we got this. We figured out their thing. No. We're actually just better now.
Well, because they're fast. Yeah. They're fast, too. They can recover. They can move really well.
That dude was just like, they'll guard him. He's like, that's okay. I'll shoot it anyway.
Doesn't he have like one of the quickest releases?
Yeah, he's like one of the quickest releases. And it's just like that one comment you like, that skill, but it's just like he somehow gets these like ridiculous threes.
No, I mean, there's some of those, like, I know there was like a science article on it, like, that thing called
memory, like is it memory or something?
No. It's
muscle memory.
No, well, you know, like when you say you're playing basketball at the park.
Yeah.
There's just some days you can't miss.
Yeah.
Like a flow.
Sometimes I feel
it. There's a flow, right?
Yeah.
They try to do like a scientific study on what that is, and they can't find it. But sometimes like you'll see it on TV.
Yeah, I've seen him not make shit. You know, so he starts kind of like
there's the opposite of the flow.
Goes into two and he starts making 2-pointers.
Sometimes you get that luck that just it falls.
It's crazy. So I was just kind of like I think I was too young to really watch Michael Jordan play. So I'm not really a LeBron James fan. I just don't like that guy. Really, he's just too much for me.
He's easy to hate.
Without even that, he gave himself the name King.
Yeah,
you don't get to do that.
Yeah,
but like Stephen Curry, he's so modest and like I like him because like I like Dan Harmon. You know, he's a little guy. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't supposed to be this great, but he is this great because he has that skill and talent. So like I said, so my whole point is I didn't get to really watch and admire Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I just know he was great. You know, I've seen the highlights. Like same thing for Kobe. I know he's great.
Yeah.
But like watching like now I'm an adult and like watching Steph Curry play.
See what it takes.
It's really fun to watch. You know what I mean? It's really fun to watch. But that's what I got for sports.
Yeah, I haven't really watched basketball this season. Same with last year. I might have watched maybe 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, we watched it a lot last year.
Yeah.
Like from
I just wasn't starting it. And I didn't even. That was before I even knew that they were doing horrible. Because I'm a Laker fan.
Yeah.
I just didn't.
A lot of people I work with at my arena, they're all Laker fans and everything.
I mean, what do you expect?
They're Southern California.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why. I used to like basketball more than football. Yeah. And now I'm
because of fantasy. I'm playing fantasy basketball this year.
Yeah. That's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Fantasy basketball is
really hard. Yeah.
Because they're getting almost injured just as much as football.
Yeah.
Ankles and
so been all the stats, but so I just want to talk about it. It's a fun year for basketball. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm like riding a tail because it's just like, oh, they're undefeated, but it's just like, hey, I like them when they were nothing, and it's like the 49ers were also up here. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like one of these things where it's like, when's up, when's down.
That's sports.
You know, there's no baseball, so there's no Giants right now. You know, so it's just
give a shit about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's a funk right now. It's a funk. But do you want to talk about tech, or do you want to jump to like the pop culture section? Because
I just wanted to bring it up real quick. The iPad Pro came out this week.
Yeah.
I just want to talk
about it.
it. No.
You spent too much money on the computer.
I spent too much money on the computer. So
that's the tool, though. It's a tool.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if it
would you get it though?
Oh well, yeah.
You want to break down some of the advancements now?
Sure, pretty much.
I'm sure you're better, more knowledgeable.
It's not really much to say, really, because it's just a bigger iPad Air.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's pretty much like packing, in my opinion, like 2 or 3 iPads as far as processing power and resolution, because it's like a Retina display.
Yeah.
It's 13 inches, 13.1 inches, I think.
At 1.1.
It counts. It's got like a.
What I say.
It's got like a.
It counts.
It does count.
Yeah.
It's got, I think, like a 10 or 11 hour battery life.
Yeah.
It's got...
Doesn't it have these, like, things, like, knobs you can put on them or some shit? Or lenses or some shit?
For the camera?
I don't know, maybe.
No? I mean, for the camera, yeah. You can do that with your phone, too.
Oh, okay.
But no, the only extra thing that's new is
like
that...
Adobe or some shit on that thing, can't you now?
Just Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Photoshop and 3D, stuff like that.
I gotcha.
But you can't do video editing.
No more?
You can like you can do the iMovie and stuff,
okay.
but it can't handle like Adobe Photoshop.
Adobe Pro. It's just can only do its own thing.
Yeah, I mean, if it could do that, I probably would have gone with that instead of the iMac. But
sorry, I just burped.
It's okay. But
my listeners, I'll edit that out.
But pretty much, so the big selling point is they want to go after the artists. They want to go because pretty much what they're pushing is this pencil.
Yeah,
it's called
that's what I heard.
Apple Pencil, and it's stupid.
It's
good. It's a good technology. Don't get me wrong, but it's stupid because it's so expensive. It's $100 for the pencil, and then you can pay a little extra, I think, to get tips or swappable tips.
Jesus.
So you can because. This iPad has a pressure-sensitive screen.
Like the new phones have, right?
Kind of, yeah. The new, exactly. The 3D touch.
Yeah.
So pretty much you can if you want like a pencil, you push a little harder, you get the line gets.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
All those little nuances. It does.
Cool.
It does really well, and it's really cool. But it's just not for me right now.
A lot of money.
And it starts at $800. Yeah.
Remember when the Apple Watches were going out when they first came out? They were like I think a minimum $800.
Yeah.
Now they're kind of coming down in price. They've come down in price, and the guy Wes, who I'm going to plug his podcast at the end of the thing.
Sure.
The guy I work with, he has an Apple Watch, and like I see him like go to learn, but it's like you end up having to grab your phone anyways. You know what I mean? But I've heard a lot of people say like it's not.
It's not necessary. It's not necessary. But it's fun. I mean, if you have the money.
I think if you're the type of person where you're always on your phone, like a businessman or whatever, and it's nicer to be able to kind of like. But I feel like even they feel that if instead of pulling your phone out, if you have your watch, you're doing this.
Because you can reply.
You can't reply, but I remember when I have a watch sometimes, I have a bad habit of like checking it. Yeah. And one time my dad was like, yeah, don't do that, it's rude. I was like, that's my bad. Because we were there for dinner, he's like, hey, don't do that, that's rude. And I was like, my bad. So I'm like, is it better to be on your phone or your watch?
I think the culture is going to change because of these smartwatches.
Yeah.
He's just checking. Because I think it's good for people who are in meetings all the time.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Because you don't have to pull your phone, but you don't have to disrupt anybody. You can say, oh, okay, because you're doing all the other stuff, multitasking. Yeah. So I think people like that are college students, whatever.
It's crazy though.
I mean, it's fun. I think it's good to have. I think it's good that it's an option.
It's going to be useful because I like Apple products. Like I was never one to be like, oh, Microsoft. Like I was a big PC gamer for a while, but
I dig what Microsoft's doing, man. I dig. Like they're trying to make. It's kind of funny because like they're trying to make what Apple has. They're trying to make one cohesive ecosystem with Windows 10. Yeah. With the Xbox One, the PC, they're doing their own smartwatch
and everything.
But it's the competition I like because it just makes everyone better.
Speaking of tech, I guess it should have been in the movie section. I just saw the trailer for the Warcraft movie. I'm not sure if you knew about this.
Yeah.
I was a big Warcraft fan.
Yeah.
I was a big, chunks of my life.
Did it come out like 2002 or something?
The movie?
No, the game.
Oh, 2006, dude. The game, I would play that shit in high school.
No, I'm saying that came out in 2006?
The first, World of Warcraft came out in 2006, 2006, and I
thought it was earlier.
Maybe 2005. There's been Warcraft platform strategy games.
Okay, maybe that's one.
I played those a lot, and I played all three of those, and I played World of Warcraft from I was fucking I was probably 16 till I was almost 21 years old, maybe 20 years old. I was Warcraft. Yeah. World of Warcraft's my thing, but I just saw that trailer, and me and my buddy Chris Hurt, he wants to dress up to go. No, I'll do it if you do it.
Does he?
Yeah, because he was also a big Warcraft fan. We used to play online with each other. So I'm not sure if you saw the trailer, but
I did.
A lot of CG. A lot of CG. I mean, it's it looks like Avengers.
I kind of expected that, to be honest.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I won't talk on it too much because we're kind of past that segment. But I'm going to see it, and it looks like they're doing the story from the very first strategy game, Warcraft.
I think that's good, though. I think it's good.
Because Blizzard has storylines, especially for Warcraft.
They have cool characters.
Yeah, very cool characters. So I just kind of want to throw that in there. It was kind of cool. I'll see it. I'll dress up.
Oh, I'm not gonna dress up.
I'm going to dress up as a mage. That's what my character was.
If I was gonna dress up, I'd be a little midget guy.
Yeah, little dwarf. Little gnome.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put a robe on. You know what I mean? But okay, so it's a good time for movies. I know there's a bunch of movies coming out. We'll try and touch on that next week for all the movies that are coming out.
Yeah.
And, tech. Apple's killing it, crushing it. Even without Steve Jobs. And
I mean, they had to have a game plan far beyond when he died.
Yeah, exactly. So. I don't think when he died, it's just like, oh, what do we do? So since we have time is an issue. We'll jump on pop culture maybe next week or whatever. But I'm going to throw a question out to you.
Okay.
I heard about this. And I was like, oh, this is pretty funny. Facebook was doing a thing where like you can spend $100 to write.
$100?
Yeah, you spend $100 to spend.
Oh, I do remember that. Yes.
To send a letter to a famous person.
Yeah.
So not still not. Yeah, fuck that. I would never do that. Yeah. But what movie star? What famous person, celebrity? We'll just say celebrity. Would you write to? And quickly, what would you say?
Alive?
Like yeah, it had to be alive. Obviously, yeah, alive. John Candy, like no reply.
Man,
who'd you do?
I don't know. I was gonna say Joe Rogan, but I can see him and I can meet him whenever.
Speaking of sports, UFC's dumb.
This guy is not a big fan.
Did you pay for that pay-per-view to watch that?
No, I didn't pay for it. I watched it though.
Was it on regular TV?
No.
You just like stream it?
I streamed it. Yeah. Allegedly.
How much is that pay-per-view?
A lot.
Yeah, for 3 seconds.
No, actually, this is one of the rarest occasions where she actually went more than one round.
No.
So, but the thing is, when you're paying for the pay-per-view, you're paying for like 10 other fights.
Dumb.
No, you just don't understand fighting.
I don't know. Anyway, so what's celebrity? You want to be Joe Rogan?
No, because I've met him before and he's great. He's amazing. But you don't know. Who else would I want to meet or talk to? Really?
One reply, they'd be like, "Hey, keep doing it," or whatever they would say. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to be like a huge guy. You know what I mean?
I have to think about it. Who would you go with?
I was gonna be kind of like, okay, I already guessed it, but I saw this thing right where Will Smith was standing next to this I think she bumped into him at a store and it was a picture of the girl and Will Smith and it's just like, hey, Ashley's pregnant, blah blah blah, and my sister texted me this. She was like, hey, what way to announce your engagement by Will Smith? I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool, but I wouldn't do that. Yeah. My thing is, like, I want to meet the guy. That's no secret, right? I want to hang out with him.
You want to be inside of him.
I want to be inside of him. Yeah. But, like, I've heard a bunch of these stories where, Robert Downey Jr. is taking this sick kid to the Captain America Civil War premiere, or fucking Johnny Depp is doing this for people who have cancer, this and that. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, to the point, if I don't there's two things. If I don't get to touch or hug a live bear, in the next 5 to 10 years, or Will Smith, I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to write to him, say I have foot cancer or some shit like that.
I get foot cancer.
Yeah, I'm going to put my foot in the microwave.
Go to McDonald's 5 times a week.
Right. Okay. I'm going to say I have some sort of cancer. I know this is the most fucked up thing because people are like, don't talk about cancer. Fuck you. I want to meet Will Smith, all right? I'm shallow. But I'm going to write to him, say, hey, always been a big fan of your music career. But by the way,
you're all pushing your podcast.
But I'm gonna write. I'm gonna say my dream is to maybe meet you and
have your baby.
Yeah, have your baby. So that's my thing. I'm gonna lie about it.
All right.
Because I am not above that. I'm gonna say I'm dying. And, what's he gonna care? I'll be out of his life the next day. You know what I mean? Unless he I'm healed. You know.
I think what I would. It's stupid. Yeah. I just like this stuff. Yeah. I would want to talk to, probably Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
And ask him about Area 51.
Yeah, talk to the president.
Say, what's up, man?
What's up, man? What's up, man?
Even if there's no aliens, what tech you got there? I want to see.
I bet you that's some cool. Speaking of Will Smith, real quick, did you see that him and DJ Jazzy Jeff are going to tour?
No.
Shut up and take my money, dude.
Oh, God.
I'm going.
They're desperate. They're that desperate.
That's not a desperate. That's like there's so many people out there who would love to see that.
I'm sure they would, but they're idiots.
Nah, dude. I'm gonna go to it. I'm excited.
No, I guess that's pretty cool.
It's gonna be cool.
I mean, it's cool because there's so many people identified with that show.
But just before that show, like his career, he was fucking. Did you ever see some of those live shows?
Yeah, he was
huge.
Yeah, he was average.
He was above average. He was excellent. He was excellent. But so we were trying to do a little layout here. I think it went a little bit smoother.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not as funny as usual. I don't know. I'm not here to make you laugh, people.
I'm not your freaking clown.
Yeah, I hate clowns. Not really.
Yeah, I don't like
But I can dig clowns. But so we're trying to just format. We're trying to spice up the podcast, make it not just better because it was pretty good anyways, but awesome. Just make it more maybe format.
Instead of like a sub 20 podcast, we're going to try to go to the top 5 podcasts.
Yeah, exactly. So you can tell us your thoughts. So if you hated it, be gentle. If you're going to hate it, don't be mean. But you can...
Don't just pull out. You got to do it little by little.
Yeah. Just don't be a dick. Yeah. But you can tweet at us at BigFanPod. We don't have a Facebook. We don't do that.
You got a website.
You got a website, which is www.bigfanpod.com. Mm-hmm. You can look at the videos we have. We always do videos now. You can, I was like, you're not really on screen there. But you can look at videos, you can download the podcast from the website, you can find the podcast on iTunes, on Stitcher, anywhere else they have podcasts. Please, it helps us. Like, share, comment, review, rate, all that stuff. It definitely helps us.
Even if it says you suck or you're great, just
and word of mouth. Word of mouth always helps. And then
you gonna plug your friend's podcast?
Real quick, the guy I work with, he worked on 2 podcasts, and I was checking them out, and I was digging it. And if you're a Batman fan, if you like that whole world of Batman, which I do, I've been listening to it. It's really fun and good.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's called Holy Batcast, the All Batman podcast. If you type in Holy Bat, you're gonna find it. Yeah. Okay. So it's really cool. It's really fun. And another one they do is real fans for real movies, and they're all over the place. Like,
tell them to get off our turf. Okay?
They do like the one I was about to listen to was the Iron Giant, because that's another crier movie. So I want to get their thing shot on that. They did like Never Ending Story. They've done Fantastic Four. So like they've done like just movies. So I was gonna check that out, but. Go give them a subscribe, like, and check them out.
Give them a listen.
And you can follow us on Twitter at Grizzly Chace and at Juggernuts.
Juggernaut at 81.
And you guys have a good one and enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.